Is Simon Pegg here yet back there? I don't think he's arrived yet, so I'm going to try and beam him in because he's squeezed us in. He's over on the other side of town. I'm going to use some Federation technology to try and transport him. OK? Here we go. Wish me luck. Oh, no, that's not Simon Pegg. Send him away. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, Simon Pegg! Simon Pegg, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sorry. I'm telling Gaga about that.
Yeah, you can tell her, she won't listen. How lovely to have you. It's Mr. Simon Pegg. I'm thrilled you're back on the show. Thank you for joining us.
Lovely to be back as ever.
Let me start by welcoming you this way, Simon. Nukne katlo vacholta.
Oh, Jonathan. There's a little Klingon joke between the two of us.
Yeah. You didn't understand that, did you?
Not a word.
No, it was Klingon for hello, I thank you for coming. Okay?
Brilliant, I love it.
Have you been tempted to try and learn it? Because now the Star Trek people, they feel they own you now. You're
I'm
one of
doing
theirs.
the Rosetta Stone course in Klingon at the moment. It's not easy. It's mainly image-led, but I'm doing OK.
OK, I saw Simon Pegg. The Star Trek movie is opening in May, May the 8th.
May the 8th.
I'm going to go and sit on the IMAX. I want to sit on the big screen.
Yeah.
Love the movie.
I thought you would.
Well, you knew I would. But I was so excited seeing you come on stage because it was at the Empire Leicester Square, the premiere, and I was thinking, this has got to be a place... When I was growing up, when I was a young man, you'd go and see the big movies at the Odeon Leicester Square,
Absolutely.
or the Odeon Marble Arch, or the Empire Leicester Square, and I thought, I wonder whether Simon Food Summit... And it was so lovely what you said when you went on stage.
Yeah, I went to see Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom there when I was 14, and, like, did a trip to London, and it was a big deal, and, you know, and then to be at that cinema at a premiere of Star Trek, you know, which I'm in, was... I nearly did something in my pants. It was ridiculous.
Well, you weren't wearing pants, unfortunately. You were wearing a kilt.
True.
Which I'm assuming was a reference to Scotty, of course, and...
Of course, yeah.
Which would be... A lot of people said to me, is he wearing anything under his kilt? Is he doing the full Scottish thing? What would the answer to that question be, Simon Pegg?
No.
Nothing under the kilt?
I was bald.
That's a bit... Was that not a risk? Because there's people like that around who's going to try and yank it out on this.
No, well, I figured, you know, I should go the full Scottish. My wife actually insisted that I do it properly because she's Scottish, so... and it was good. It felt great, liberating.
Well, it was a good week for you, weather-wise.
Yeah, it was.
OK, you finally, you can relax now. The movie's just about to come out. It's been... People have seen it. People like the film, don't they? I mean,
and it's awesome.
The reviews it got were incredible. I mean, even the Times, and you wouldn't think they would like a Star Trek movie...
I know.
...gave it a rave review. I mean, it's a thoroughly well-made piece of...
Yeah.
But you must be both relieved and delighted, I imagine.
It's so nice for it to be out. And this has been a... I mean, I've worked with J.J. Abrams before. He's a great director. I knew he would do it well, but you never know until people start seeing it. And they did a great thing where they screened it for the first time in Austin, Texas, which is a very geek-heavy place.
It's a very young town, isn't it? Yeah.
And they tempted the people in with a screening of The Wrath of Khan, which is, like, regarded to be the best of the Star Trek films. The film broke 10 minutes in, and then Leonard Nimoy walked on stage with a little canister of film and said, "Wouldn't you rather see this?" And so the hardcore fans saw it first.
They were, I imagine, quite a little bit excited when that happened.
I think they were probably out of their Vulcan minds.
Yeah. And Leonard Nimoy, how nice to meet the original Spock, of course.
Yeah, he isn't... I mean, he's in his late 70s, but he's still very funny. And I always had weird experiences when I was sat just off... Me and Chris Pine, who plays Kirk, would be in the trailer that was near where we were shooting, and me and Leonard and Chris shared the trailer. And Leonard would always have a little nap, because, you know, he's getting on and we like a little bit of a sleep when we're older.
Yeah.
So me and Chris would be sat there and there would be Spock just going in a chair nearby, and we were both just looking at each other going, what the hell's going on? It was it's quite a strange situation.
What a joy it must be. The first day you stood on the beach, the first day you put on the uniform and know you're going to be part of Star Trek history, and it is a big pop cultural history thing, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's everywhere in our culture, you know. I mean, from the... I've said this before, in terms of the first space shuttle was called Enterprise, and mobile phones went through a phase of looking like communicators, and physics, and, you know, the science of Star Trek is fed into real life in some ways, you know. So it's a huge thing.
A stand-up performance for me in the movie, and everyone's good in it, but Zachary, is it Quinto? Zachary Quinto, who plays Spock, young Spock. And there, Leonard Nimoy's in the movie anyway, and that's a tough role to fill because that was such a distinctive and memorable performance by Nimoy.
Yeah.
Well, what a terrific job this young guy does.
He's amazing. Some of you might know him as Sylar from Heroes, if you've seen that show. He's brilliant, and often on set you'd think that it was a young Leonard Nimoy. If at the corner of your eye, it looked just like him.
Let's have a look at a clip. Who's excited about the Star Trek movie? Who's excited about Spandau Ballet back on the road? Who's excited about the Hannah Montana movie? Who likes State of Play? Now, no one's upset. OK, here we go. But this is a clip for you. This is the Star Trek movie. It's opening May the 8th. You've got to go and see it. You cannot beat it.
I must say, when we watched it in the Empire on Monday night, as you know, my wife Maureen's pregnant and 7 months, and it was so loud, it was so booming loud that the baby was kicking, like punching, and she had to leave. And I couldn't help feeling a little bit annoyed that my child walked out of a film of mine. It's not even born yet. You know?
Oh, but how excited is that little boy or girl going to be when he or she sees Daddy as Scotty? They're going to make another one, do you know? Because I'd be amazed if this isn't a huge success.
Well, generally, when you sign up for a film of that kind, you sign up for 3, irrespective of whether it's going to get made or not. But I mean, this is going to be big, and it's, you know, I'm so proud of it. It's a great film. Yeah.
What are you doing at the moment? You're working, or have you finished working on the Tintin movie?
Yeah, Nick Frost and I did Tintin earlier this year. We went out and for about 6 weeks in Santa Monica in LA, and did Tintin with Spielberg, which is enormous fun.
Steven Spielberg, that's remarkable. And I don't mean to remember, but you're working with Steven Spielberg. You're in the new Star Trek movie, you're working in Spielberg movie. How did that happen to a funny-looking little bloke from... Where are you from initially?
Gloucester.
Yeah, you see, how does that happen?
I don't know, I wish I knew.
I can't wait for Star Trek to come out so I can see it again and I can see it be a huge success, and already I'm impatient for the sequel.
Me too.
Thank you for coming in.
Always a
Ladies and
pleasure.
gentlemen, Mr. Simon Pegg.